Sasha, Creative, J. Crow, what's up? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Creative, you ready? Are you ready? I'm so excited for you. I guess. What you mean? I guess it's gonna be great. Jay, how you been? Jay, I got a show on here. Welcome. Thanks for the 100. So, Creative, we're gonna get started in about 4 to 5 minutes. Everybody, if this is your first Sunday, hi Beard, hi Tupac. If this is your first Sunday joining us, please hit the star by my name. We are here every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's called Changing Hearts with Sid, and I'm Sid. I interview two guests each week, and it's just a quick conversation. Want to know how we got to where we are, what things made us grow up, or if not, what things influence our decisions when it comes to dating, online, in person, however we decide to do it. What's up, King? Oh six, hello. Hey, thanks for the 100. So creative whenever you're ready. How Miss Chocolate. See, you got me. I had to look at the picture. Thank you for the rose. Miss Chocolate, congratulations. Was it 30 milli today? Congratulations. So our second guest this evening will be Miss Chocolate, one of our favorite top badges over here. Congrats, congrats. And our first guest today was a viewer turned guest. I'm so excited. It kind of puts a little credibility on me, say it. I'm like, ooh, one of my viewers want to be a guest. Let's go. So exciting. So I hope you guys are ready for the show this evening. Please make sure that you guys fave the top 3 gifters of the stream. I will have a special shout out for our number 1 this evening. Thank you, Miss Chocolate. And please make sure you fave both of my guests. They are both dope streamers themselves. Shanti, hello, welcome. Marcel,
It's the
hello.
nerves. I don't know.
I do this every week, forget to turn my volume up. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So, for those of you who are joining me tonight, this is Changing Hearts with Sid. I have the lovely Creative Soul here with me this evening. I'm so excited to have this conversation with you. If you are new to my stream, please hit the star by my name. It's flashing up at the top. Please click Creative's name and fave her, and there'll be a special shout out for my top gifter of the stream. But right now, anybody who sent me gift, thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
I don't know, Sasha. I don't know.
So Creative. I'm going to let you know that I'm going to turn my comments off because it throws me off. It's up to you how you feel. If you want to keep them on, turn them off. But I'm not offended either way.
But I think I'm gonna keep it. On.
You gonna keep it on? Okay.
Hi to everybody from now, because I don't want to interrupt.
Right. So
yeah, hi everybody. How y'all doing today? Happy Sunday. Hope it was a great one. But that's it. I can't
Exactly. So for those of you who are joining us this evening, I'm going to just say a blanket hello. My bouncers will take care of you in the comments. Thank you in advance for all of the gifts. 19.6 loading on the road to 20 milli. Thank you all who want to help me on that journey. So Creative, I start off by asking everyone, have you found love? Have you lost it, or are you still looking?
Found it? No. Still looking? Possibly.
Okay.
But no, I'm single, and I feel like with love is such a sensitivity thing, because at one
Mhm.
time I thought I was in love. I was with
Mhm.
somebody for 8 years, and I was just like, ooh. So I'm still looking.
Wait,
Still
did you say 8 years?
8 years, ma'am. Yes, yes. 8 years.
So were we married? Were we on and off? What's that eight
We
years?
got married. We were committed to each other for 8 years, and red flag, y'all. When y'all see them signs, y'all better run.
So wait, what kind of signs were you seeing?
Just like the little things, like communication was lacking, and
Mhm.
I'm a family oriented person, so like I put my family first majority of the time, and I
Mhm.
just feel like sometimes he wasn't with it, and
Okay.
just
Okay.
like little, like without getting too in depth, and because I know you got other questions,
Well,
but
you listen. If we gonna go here, we gonna go here. Listen.
no, I tell this. No, I honestly tell the story about
Okay.
that relationship a lot on
Mhm.
my stream. Like if
Mhm.
anybody has stopped by, they probably heard it 1,000
Mhm.
times.
Mhm.
But no, honestly, like it's my mom passed away in 2010, and so like with that, it was I kind of had him move in, so to speak,
Mhm.
and he got so comfortable. There was no helping with no bills or nothing. He got like real comfortable, and it was like I felt like I was kind of like on the raising him side,
Mhm.
a little bit. So I feel like it was a couple of signs, and then the other woman in his phone, me in his phone is my name, but he got somebody else in there as boo, stuff like that, look,
Wait, he had your name on some other woman's phone number? Is that
no,
what you
he
said?
had my name as my regular name as T,
Okay.
and he had somebody else as my boo,
Oh.
but he spent his nights and mornings with me. So
Oh.
yeah.
But we calling somebody else boo, but you live with me. Oh.
Right, right. That's why I said we could dive into that,
Oh,
but
you got to
I
the
feel like
juice
the
quick, boo.
other
You
questions.
got to the juice quick.
But yeah, it was a lot of that. That's why I feel like with the time lapse and the
Mhm.
gap with me, I'm kind of like taking my time, and
Okay.
I'm assessing every situation and every possible relationship with caution. So
Mhm.
when I see a red flag now, I literally be like, oh no, I gotta go. Like
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
waste another 8 years, so to speak,
Yes. Yes.
to deal with BS.
Oh man. So wait. Whoa. 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 Okay. Let's slow it down a little bit. We're
All
gonna
right,
go back to the beginning. We're gonna come back here though, because I got a few more questions.
right.
So, do you remember your first date ever?
Yeah. So, all right. So, if everybody don't see, the flag and my name and all that. So, as growing up in a West Indian household, like my mother,
Shout out to the West
she
Indies.
was one of those, y'all. She was one of those. So, T was with the school books. I wasn't with the boys, and I was a tomboy
Mhm.
growing up. So, I
Mhm.
wasn't focused on like relationships.
Right.
Honestly, all my dates, so to speak, in the
Mhm.
beginning was like group dates. It was like me and my friends, because that's the only way my mom would let me out the house.
Right.
You
Right.
know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it was group dates, but my first official like date was in college with a guy. He was like 2 years older than me. He drove, he came to campus. He was like, let's go get something to eat,
Oh,
right?
let
Right. Let's
me.
go to the movies. Like it was like one of those, like a dinner and movie day. And then he wanted
Okay.
some after, and I told him no, and then we never spoke after.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, what was your worst date ever?
So, what's so funny? I kind of spilled the beans the other night on my stream about my worst day ever. I
Uh-huh.
have a whole poem about it. It
Oh.
was in 2007.
Uh-huh.
I was working at Radio Shack in the city. So if y'all from New York, y'all know what I'm talking about. The Radio Shack that used to be in Manhattan Mall. Yeah, I used to work there. So I literally like made plans with this gentleman. And we spoke on the phone like days before. We planned to like link up a Saturday after I got off of work. He's gonna meet me at the job and go on a date. And so it kind of wasn't a date, y'all. It was more like a nightmare. So I'm
Oh.
gonna run it real quick by you, what I mean by that.
Okay.
So like literally 5 minutes before he came to the job, I was leaving the job, like sitting in the cafeteria area of Manhattan Mall, waiting for him. And a guy approached me for my number. And I'm like, no. And apparently they were good friends.
Oh.
So the dude would approach him, and I'm not saying names. I'm gonna call him a dude. The dude approached me, and he was like, "Yo, T, let's go. I'm ready, whatever." And then the guy was like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" I'm like, super weirded. Like, you just asked me for my phone number, so my eyes was like, "What's going on?" So we leave Manhattan
on the left side.
Right. Like, what was going on? So I'm a little weirded by why he was walking with us as we go into the movie, the direction of the movie theater. And I was like, wait, no. And then he wanted to make all these stops to the liquor store, the pizza shop, all types of things. Like, I felt like he was trying to get me drunk and he was trying to do something. So my first instinct was to call or text somebody that I knew would answer. My sister be with it, y'all. You know I can't curse, so my sister be with it, right? So this is before the times of, like, you know, you could share your location.
Right.
Hit my sister up. I'm like, yo, sis, I'm on. I think I was at like on 33rd and 8th Avenue. Let's say roughly that's where I was. I hit her up. I'm like, listen, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm wearing, and I'm gonna let you know if I move from here, right? So I kept her, you know, afloat with everything that was going on.
Okay. And
at the same time, I texted one of my best friends. I'm like, listen, yo, this guy, I don't know what he on, but I ain't with it, right? So I was like, okay, let me, you know, quick thinking. The moment his friend turned his back and he turned his back and started talking to somebody, I made a mad dash to the A train station right on 34th.
You said, I'm out.
I made a mad dash, and I say God was on my side with that. Excuse the silence. I'm gonna let it pass. Okay. All right. So I made a mad dash to the train station, and God was on my side. When I say the A train was right there, baby, I never looked back. Never looked back. And like I said, I wrote a whole poem about it, and I was like, what is going on?
Right.
And no lie, 4 years later, I saw him in the Popeyes. I heard him call my name, and I act like that wasn't my name. And
like, Amy, no, you ain't talking to me.
No. Like, I felt like it was the ultimate setup. Like, you know, like trying to get you drunk or put something in your drink type of thing. Then you and your friend go to the hotel motel with me. Like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my worst day ever. That never happened. So that's a nightmare. Like, we were supposed to go to the movie, never ended up there. Yeah.
Oh man. I was listening to that one. Well, I'm glad you saved me.
So ladies, pay attention. Listen. You know,
man. So okay, so worst dates out of the way. What was your best date ever?
Ooh, my best date. Ooh.
The date that got you say yes.
Right. You know, now I'm thinking. I'm like,
yes, that one.
He wined and dined me. So whole thing, you know, like, you gotta impress my mom. You know, God rest her soul. You gotta impress her.
You got a little mom action.
You know, you gotta come with it. He came, picked me up. He was like, you know, I'm such and such. You know, I ain't dropping names because y'all might know him. You know, I don't know, but you know, too much New York.
He in these streets.
No, he ain't in it. But you never know, though. You never know. He might be. Yeah, he might be. But you know, we're gonna keep it, you know, cute. But no, honestly, like, he came, he wined and dined me type of thing. Like, he came to my door, like, picked me up from my front door, like, you know, let me impress her, let me impress mom, because, you know, everything is family with me, so you gotta impress. Like, right now, you know, my mom passed, so you gotta impress my sister. Like, that's what you gotta get by to get to me. If you don't impress my sister, ain't no chance. But yeah, he came, he brought flowers, he introduced himself, he brought a little wine. I don't know if he was trying to get my mom buzzed, but you know. But no, he like brought the flowers, he brought the wine, and he, you know, he introduced himself. And I was just like, oh, you a total gentleman. Okay, and opening doors and everything. Wanda Dami took me to a good restaurant. What was the name of the restaurant? I can't remember. But we went to a restaurant, then we went on a horse and carriage ride in the city. And yeah, girl, like, You know what it is too, like movie type of thing, like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like all the things you see in
all
the
the
movie.
bells and whistles.
Yes, I was like, oh, you've been paying attention when I tell you I like such and such a movie because you pulling out all the stops. You know what I'm saying? You pulling out all the stops, but then like you did like a little, horse and carriage ride. You went to Central Park, and it was more of like he was fine wine and dining me with the scenery of New York. I live in New York, but he was pulling out those kind of stops, and I was like, oh, okay, I see you, sir. I see you, but unfortunately, it wasn't a second date.
Yeah, I was about to say, so why didn't it work out? What happened?
It wasn't a second date because it was like he was pressing the issue. You in your 20s, you want to chill, you want to see what's going on, And I was like, I ain't ready for commitment, honestly. So yeah. But I like that he was applying pressure.
Yeah, definitely. So, okay. How has COVID impacted your dating? I mean, that answer is kind of obvious to everybody, but some people approach it different ways. Right. Are people having first dates at your house?
A little slow down on it, but honestly, and people, like I said, people that visit my stream will know that I went on a date, was scared to go on a date, with New York and the restrictions. I was afraid to go on a date, but it was with somebody that I used to work with. So December 2020, I was like, wait, wrong year. December 2019. Yeah, we in 2020.
Okay.
2022. But no, in December of 2019, I went on a date. No, I'm wrong. It's 2020. I was right.
Yeah, it's 2022 now.
So. Yeah. I'm getting my years mixed up. In the December 2020, because I started live streaming in November 2020. So yeah, in December 2020, I went on a date with one of my old coworkers. Like he had a crush on me, but he was like, we work together. I ain't want people being our business. So that was like my first date, COVID time.
Okay.
Whatever. We went to a restaurant. So a lot of people don't know I don't eat meat. Like I'm pescatarian, but I eat a lot of plant-based. So I love the fact that he researched restaurants to my taste buds.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, which one you rather go to? And I was like, oh, I get to pick. I
feel special.
And he was like, one of the things he did say, I gotta respect is like he has a son that only eats certain things, like he allergic to shellfish and all of that. So he's used to being of the particular asking like, hey, is this good or whatever? So we went to a restaurant. It was a Caribbean restaurant. That's number one. Number two, as long as you got salmon on the menu, I'm with it.
A little piece of tea with the little tea.
Yeah. So restaurant and everything. We had a great time, and I was like, this is like the beginning of my fitness journey. So I was like, listen, I ain't trying to drink, but he was like, come on, we gotta celebrate. Like, it's almost New Year's. I'm like, I kind of gave in, whatever. I kind of gave in. We took shots or whatever. Then I felt like he was trying to bring me more drinks. I was like, relax. Relax. We had great conversation. I was like, oh, he gonna get a second date, whatever. But what had happened was,
I was waiting for it.
So day 2 never happened. So in the midst of conversation on the first date, like I keep it real. I was celibate for like 3.5 years in between me meeting my now ex of 8 years. Like I was celibate. I was comfortable with that. So I don't know if he misunderstood what I said when I said I was celibate, but all he heard was the celibate part. He thought I was celibate right now, like, during type of thing. So he called me one day and he was like, did I hear you correctly? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he was like, you say you celibate? I was like, no, I was. He was like, oh, okay. He basically ghosted me. I never heard from him.
And that was it? Oh, that's the reason? Oh man.
And I felt like he heard that I was celibate and he felt like he could not get there with me. So I feel like before even escalating conversation or anything, he just was like, all right, well, that's it. I mean, that's what I'm assuming because that was the last conversation.
That's the last conversation y'all had.
Last conversation we ever had.
Now, do you have a person who got away? Like, is there one that like they call tomorrow? You like, oh yes, I ain't gonna F it up this time. Like, you have one of those?
Okay, we good. Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
All right. I forgot my faves could break in. I got my phone on do not disturb. Like my faves could break in. But no, actually, I would say the one that got away. Mm-hmm. But now I'm at a safe space where I say like he could stay there.
He could stay.
Okay. It's my first. I feel like he got away.
Okay.
He got away. He was here and and then I went away to college and then it was like, he was doing his own thing. And then it was like, and then he got in trouble with the law and he got deported to Trinidad. And then he
gotta be Trini though. Big up to T.
A whole Trinidadian, y'all. Yup.
He probably my cousin. That island this big.
I DM you his name. Y'all might be related. But no, I was so in love with him. We basically grew up together.
Okay.
And, my cousin didn't like that it was his best friend, and he ain't like that we were together. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like that. But since getting older and everything, he apologized for how things went with us, and listen, I'm more mature now, but I'm not trying to have that kind of long distance relationship. You're in a whole nother country.
Oh, see, and that was about to be my next question. How do you feel about long distance relationships?
I'm kind of on the fence.
Okay.
I'm on the fence, honestly, especially with that type of distance. I'm on the fence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Passport distance is a whole nother level. I don't know about
that's why I had to let that be. But that's one that got away. That's one that got away, honestly. I mean, if he was on the straight and narrow and he didn't get in trouble with the law, I feel like that could have worked.
Okay.
That could have worked. But yeah, long distance I'm on the fence with. I feel like I will eventually get there if I meet that person that checks all my boxes and I'm willing to do the work. Right now, like I said, family is everything for me. I no longer have my mother. My mother was my support system. My sister's my support system, and she's in New York. So if ever I choose to pick up and go, I gotta make sure that I'm okay with that decision first before anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My family is, that's my rock. She fixed me up, y'all. I'm like, I got a show. You know what I mean?
You look beautiful, by the way. I was like, okay, Brady.
Thank you. No, she fixed me up. I literally, she lived downstairs from me. I literally went to her crib and was like, listen, time is ticking. I gotta be on the show 9:00. So she was like, you and this app stuff. She got a whole attitude with me, but that's my girl. She only 2 years older than me, so we're pretty tight or whatever. Like I said, since my mom passed, we even tighter. So I love the fact that my sister is my rock, So if anything, like I said, anybody, if anybody in y'all in here, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hear me? Y'all got to get through my sister. Okay. That is the ultimate test. You got to get through my sister. You can get through my app friends, but my sister's the ultimate person. Look, let me tell you, woo my app friends, but make sure y'all get my sister. My sister. That's it.
Speaking of app friends, have we dated anybody on that?
So without telling my business, I tried to.
I did want a little more, so I don't need all.
I tried to. Seriously, I tried to. So I know last week I was in here and I was like, I hope she don't ask me this question if I would.
I'm gonna ask.
So I was like, well, technically he wasn't a streamer. He was more of a gifter.
Okay.
But he was more of a gifter, and I tried, and then I was like, you know what I hate? A big red flag for me with the app is if we're trying to date, if we're trying to get to know each other, don't come and try to take over my stream.
Oh,
I don't like that.
Who down you're kicking everybody out and
girl. No, but seriously, I feel like that's where, because my best friend Shell, she introduced me to the app. So when I used to see the stuff going on and everything, I used to be like, and I never thought I would become a streamer.
Right.
I honestly never thought. I used to be in everybody else's box, you know, like running up their comments and stuff like that. And then eventually I was like, yo, I'm gonna tap into it, and I fell in love with
That
it.
little pink button.
Oh, it's no looking back. No looking back. No looking back. So yeah, so like at first I was like, I don't know what people talking about. I could date a streamer, like, you know, and then I became one. I was like, I could date myself, so you know, I could date a streamer.
Exactly.
But you know, it was crazy because it's like you wanna be open. You know, I done tried everything. I done tried like I tried Tinder. I tried like all these different sites.
Go on.
Right. You know, so I tried these different dating apps and stuff. So, like I said, when I initially started here, I wasn't here for like dating. I was here supporting my BFF, you know, like I said, and just like going to her stream and then eventually going to other people's streams. So I never was here for dating. I used to, when I hit the live button, I always used to say, I'm not here for dating. You know, like I was making it clear. Eventually, you know, last year I tested it out, you know. Tested it out, and then I friend zoned him, y'all. I'm sorry, I had to. You know, I had to, but yeah, like I felt like once I saw the difference, and when we actually met up, I was like, now, sir, I like you, but don't think you can control my stream, like I would get met, like, you know what? That's why I put my phone on do not disturb, because I would get messages like, so you don't see he flirting with you? Oh, what? Listen, I used to, yeah, right. That's what everybody used to say about him. But no, I hope he's not in here. But I'm sorry. I had to tell that. She asked the honest question.
I did.
I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm not gonna lie. But now if you ask me today would I date a streamer, I'll tell you honestly, no.
Okay.
Because we have to have balance. And we have to have a time where I'm not on the app, you're not on the app, we're not talking about app things. Now, would I date and my man be respectful enough to understand I like to stream? Yeah, of course. But no more app people. Sorry. I love y'all though. I love y'all.
So, real quick, this is Changing Hearts with Sid. We are here every 9 p.m. Eastern on every Sunday night. If you're just joining us, please hit the star on my name. Please hit the star on my lovely guest, Creative Soul. Please hit the star on my top 3 gifters of the stream. Thank you in advance for all of the gifts, because all of you are helping me on the road to 20 million. Thank you so much. Creative, I want to know, do you have any non-negotiables?
You know, it's so crazy. I wrote that question down because I know you were asking me. But no, like if you would have asked me this question 10 years ago, I would have been like, definitely, I don't want nobody with no kids. Like that's off the table. But no, you know, being the person I am, I know y'all won't believe it, but I'm 2 years shy of 40, right? And so I think like truly my non-negotiables right now would definitely be like I gotta have a man of faith.
Okay.
First and foremost, I gotta have a family-oriented man. I gotta have a man that is like he shines on his own. Like he don't need me to be that. Like yo, we gonna shine. Like he gotta have his own personality, and he gotta be self-sufficient. Like check.
Check all the boxes.
Right. Those like my top. That's like my top 3 things. Like yeah.
Now, what are your biggest red flags? Like what sends you to the hills?
Ooh, child.
Obviously, the tag team date is not going to work.
Oh,
rolling up. Oh, I gotta go.
You're gonna make me have to run that poem back. I'm gonna have to myself because y'all don't understand. That's like triggering. Like
right.
But definitely, a red flag is definitely a guy that like overly drinks. Like you know, like I love alcohol, but like, you know, you gotta be cautious with it. You know, you can't be, you know, too free with it. You know. What else? Another one is don't respect women. like if I see you like you talk a certain way to your mom, like or your daughter, I'm not for that. I'm not for that. And one of my like biggest red flags that like I overlooked a couple of, in a couple of relationships, definitely is when they show you they ain't believe them.
Yes.
I gotta keep it clean and cute for the show, but I know what I'm saying. Like when you see that, and when you gotta be on it, like you gotta understand when they show you the signs, because honestly, with my 8-year relationship, I seen plenty of signs, but I ignored it. Like one of my best friends, she was telling me like, leave him, like, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta on your own time.
So like, listen, I mean, if the bestie said it.
I know. Girl, she was the first person I called when I decided to cut it loose.
And she was like, finally.
She was happy. Like I think the biggest sign was, right, that really like put the icing on the cake, as I went to Texas. I went to Houston to see my cousin, and I went for 6 days, 5 nights. And he ain't called me.
The whole week?
The whole time.
Oh, nah.
The whole time. So as soon as it's so funny, he had to pick me up from the airport. So it's like on my way back, I'm like, so yeah, how's work?
Right.
You coming this week? Like, and so from there it was a little shaky. It was like, and then he was like trying to guilt trip me, talk about lack of communication, talk about, oh, you don't call me while you at work. So you know what I did when I came back from my trip? I used to call him every day, my lunch break, all types of things, just because he said I ain't call him, right? Guilt tripping me. And then it was like after that, I, fell back a little to see if it would be reciprocated. And when it wasn't, I was just like, something up with you. But he was always coming home. Like I said, he like practically lived with me. He was always coming home to me. Like, but it was just something real shaky. Like I couldn't pinpoint it. And then I'm gonna tell y'all why we broke up, y'all. So that one day, me and my sister went to Walmart in the morning. I'll never forget it.
Okay.
And my cousin called my sister's phone. Guess what was on the other end of that call? Where T at? And my sister like, where she at? What happened? Well, her man is on Flatbush Avenue, and it's a girl in his car.
No.
Baby, I ain't never called that man so quick in my life.
Oh, no.
And I was like, yo, where you at? Because he was supposed to be at the doctor's office. And he was in nobody's doctor's office.
He was in somebody's office.
But yeah, that was like one of the main things. So like, like I said, lack of communication and stuff like that. When y'all see those flags, ladies, don't ignore them. And when your homegirls be like, something about that man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to not ignore it, but like keep your eyes open, because they seeing something you ain't seeing.
So you're kind of hitting on like, what advice would you give your younger self?
Oh yeah, so I'll be like, sis, when the math ain't mathing, this is how I gotta be. Sis, when the math ain't mathing, it's time to cut them loose. Like you gotta go.
Oh
like,
my!
You gotta go. It's so much advice I would give my younger self. Like I started dating late. Like I said, how my mom was. I started dating late. I was focused on school books, and ain't paying these these dudes any mind. Like, oh yeah, you like me, so like not paying them any mind, focusing on myself. And then eventually fall into the dating pool. You start liking these dudes, and you're like, oh, okay, all right. I guess I'll be dating y'all now. But it's like you gotta. My younger self was on the right track. She was in her school books, like focus on yourself. So she already had the game set a little bit, like she was on trend for the way to be. But my piece of advice really would be to her to like, don't ignore them signs, sis. Don't ignore them signs. You see it? Don't ignore them signs.
So before I let you go, can you let us know what you got going on the app for us?
Yeah.
Everybody hit the favor creative.
Listen, So today was like my first busiest day on the app.
Hey, congratulations and thank you for letting me be a part of it. Oh.
Right. Thanks. You know, shout out to Miss Chocolate. Open letter today was dope. Like, you know, my supporters pulled up on me, and thank you. And I was like, listen, I'm so excited because, you know, like you said, I'm avid in the comments. I'm here every Sunday, you know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, to be on the show, like, but yeah, I appreciate that so much, you know. And like I said, today was so busy. I'm like, yo, usually Sundays I don't be on the app like to stream.
Okay.
I'll be on the app to, like, you know, come to people's stream because I'll be like cooking, prepping for the work week. I'll be busy. So like today I really had to like take a back seat and was like, listen, you're gonna enjoy this Sunday. Like, you got so much going on.
Yes. It feels different, don't it? It feels different, don't it?
Yes, I was like, okay. So in between breaks, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to my sister's crib. I'm gonna do the wardrobe change. I'm gonna get cute, you know, all that. But no, seriously, this week I have every Wednesday starting. I started last Wednesday. Every Wednesday in my stream at 8 p.m. Eastern, Creative presents Writer's Block. It's a dope experience. I don't know if y'all saw the clip I posted on Instagram, but it's a dope experience. I allow creatives to come in. If you're a rapper, you're a singer, you just want to tell a story in there.
Do they need to contact you ahead of time, or do they just show up and then request when they get there?
See, I just started it, and last week I only had 2 people contact me ahead of time, and everybody else that came in just blessed us.
Okay.
Like, they just caught a vibe and was like, listen, creative, can I get in the box? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Okay.
But I don't have no preparations. The only preparation I do have right now is myself. Mm-hmm. So I showcase my poetry, and then I just let everybody else be themselves. So that's like my main focus right now, to spill on that. Like I said, like, I really feel like my purpose on the app is to make everybody as good as they can be like me. Like, you know, like, I'm not afraid to do a poem about sex. Not afraid to, you know, like, you know, I get candid. I get, like I said, I shared the poem, and I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna post it so y'all can see on my Instagram the poem about that nightmare date. That nightmare date. Like, I get candid and I tell y'all, you know, about my experiences through my poetry, through my words, and that's what I want the other creatives to come and just showcase their talent or whatever. Like, I feel like
Wednesday nights at what time?
Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Then Saturdays I have bonnet roll call, ladies, gentlemen. Y'all can come with y'all do-rags. You know, I'm not opposed to anything. Y'all can come as y'all are. I have great topics. I usually post the topics ahead of time. This Saturday coming up, we're talking about social media and mental health, which, you know, that's something that I like dearly treasure. I love discussing that, because I'm canvas
advocate. Yeah,
I love that. And then what I got next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, I'm gonna be on Roundtable with Best Friend, Wednesday at 6 p.m. And then February 12th, I have an auction. So if y'all if y'all want me to be y'all Valentine or whatever, you know, February 12th, 8:25 p.m. Eastern, and y'all can tap my bio, follow me on Instagram. I usually kill y'all with IG stories. Like, y'all know what's going on in my life. And, you know, like, that's how it be. I'm like, I really like to post so y'all can see. Oh yeah, but I have a stream schedule now, guys. You know, I'm trying to keep myself accountable. So I stream mainly Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Okay.
Oh wait, one more thing. Almost forgot. How can I forget? Devon, don't kill me. Don't kill me, sis. Don't kill me. Monday and tomorrow. she gonna kill me. How I forget to plug that? I'm gonna be in Divine Phases stream. Divine Phases presents the Treasure Lounge. That's another dope experience. I'm doing poetry tomorrow night, y'all.
Okay.
At starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. My slot is roughly, I'm gonna tell y'all can pull up like 9:30-ish. But just come in at 9 and catch a vibe with everybody. It's a dope experience. But yes, I'm busy, y'all. I'm busy. Busy. Like,
Busy, y'all heard it here. You heard it here. Everybody hit the star or Creative's name. Creative, thank you so much for turning into from a viewer into a guest. Thank you. I appreciate it. I told you gave me a little bit of street cred. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. See, so
y'all, my show is dope. Y'all, my viewers want to be on it. Hello. We are here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you're new to the stream, please hit that star by my name. And please make sure you hit the star on my top 3 gifters of the street and Miss Creative. Creative, if you could do me a favor, hit the X.
Yes, I know you don't want the industry.
I'm not gonna be a whole amateur. I say that every week because I've done it before. And if my next guest, the lovely Miss Chocolate, could request the box.
Hello.
Girl, we up late on a school night.
Girl. What graded? What graded?
Hello. Thank you for joining me this evening on Changing Hearts with Sid here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. This is the lovely Miss Chocolate. Her name says Holly's Little Star because she hit her 30 milli today. Congrats, sis.
Nah, it's all the chocolate loyalists for me. It ain't even me. I just show up. I just work here. They know I just work here. I just work here.
So I asked everyone, first question. Have you found love? Are you looking for it or have you lost it?
Haven't found any love. I don't think I'm necessarily looking for it. I think I'm open to it. So if it comes my way, I'm down for it. Yeah, I haven't lost it. I think I know that I have a desire in my heart to love someone. It's just a matter of when it happens, when it's supposed to happen. I'm just open to receiving it. So I'm continuously working on being what I want. Okay. So if I'm being what I want, then that should be attracted to me naturally.
Makes sense. Now, did you have a defining moment where you came to this realization?
Oh yeah. I've been on this walk for about a year now, maybe more than a year. I never remember, but I believe it was the birthday before last, and I was dating this guy, and we'd met each other during pandemic, and didn't know he had a girlfriend the whole time.
Oh no.
It was literally in the middle it was one night. I was minding my business, just here. God was like, look on IG. I'm like, what you mean? Look on IG. I look at his Instagram, go in the comments, and him and this girl, he was about to go on vacation. And I didn't know that was
Wait. You're dating him and he's going on a trip with somebody else?
Oh yeah, girl. She had his and her name on a cup and everything. So this was a whole relationship. I was the side piece. I didn't even know I was the side piece.
Oh no.
Yup.
Oh no. Wait. Okay, so we found out on IG. Did you say anything to him or did you just disappear? Like, how we handled it?
I'm the queen of holding information. I ain't gonna say nothing to you. I'll let you conduct business as normal. I was like, I think we're looking for 2 different things. And then we had a closure conversation.
Okay. And
during the closure conversation, I was like, yo, who's Shanice?
Right. Where, ma'am? Excuse you.
Who's Shanice? He froze. I said, listen. I said, you really ain't have to do me like that. Me? You didn't have to do me like that because I looked out for you. It didn't have to be none of that. If you knew you wanted, because when I met you, I told you what I wanted. And you was on the same page, but then all of a sudden now you're not sure, whatever. Because his thing was, I'm still in love with her. Okay, then go run off in the sunset.
Right. Why do you let me go? Why do I have to be drug along the side? Ooh.
Exactly. So yeah, it was ghetto.
Man, I want to say something else, but I can't use those words at this time. 10, 15, 16, y'all, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about this because that's crazy. All right, so let's start at the beginning. What was your first date ever?
Okay, so I was in a 9-year relationship from.
Wait, okay, time out. Creative said 8, you said 9. Like, what are we doing? I'm back. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I was in a relationship for 9 years, from 16 to 26. I guess you could call it my high school sweetheart, but he didn't go to my high school.
Okay.
I remember the first day he took me on, we went to Manhattan. Now I was 17 and he was 19. We had no money. This is before the Uber. This is before all that.
Yeah.
Took me to Manhattan and we had pizza at this place and the pizza was trash. But then he took me to, his thing was always about going and seeing things in Manhattan because I live in New York, but I hadn't always been out to Manhattan, especially
Right.
as a
You don't
teenager.
get to be a tourist when you live there. Yeah.
I can't remember where he took me, but we looked at it. I remember I had on tan. I do remember that. And we was looking at a bunch of stuff, and it was just nice because one thing that he was always good for is he would always take me out to Manhattan and we go look at things. Like we always walk around and explore new things, new food, new everything. The food was trash, but it was a us to be broke teenagers. It worked out.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. There's a movie about y'all somewhere. That's cute. So, all right. What was your worst date ever?
Girl, this one had to take the books. So I met this guy online. Was this before I started streaming? This is before I started streaming. This is when I first got out of my relationship. I was just trying to date people. And we met online and went to arcade, went to Dave and Buster's in Manhattan. Cool, you know. I don't remember if we split it or did he pay? He might have paid. Actually, he might have paid. He paid. So anyway, that's finishing. His birthday was in a few days. And his birthday was in a few days, and we went to Red Lobster because nothing else was really open like that. So we went to Red Lobster. And girl, he said he didn't want to spend money like that because his birthday was in a few days and he knew he was gonna get wasted.
Wait. So he didn't want to spend money because his birthday and what?
It was in a few days he was going away and he wanted to save money because he was gonna get wasted.
Oh. So did you
paid.
already order the food?
I paid.
Oh, at Red Lobster.
It gets better.
Please tell me you didn't have the endless shrimp because I would have been mad. I would have been so mad.
It gets better. So I knew it was his birthday because I'm still trying to be nice. I asked him to come sing a happy birthday song to him. So this is a first date. We don't really know each other. They sing a happy birthday. I'm just like, this is ghetto. This is ghetto. I don't think I thought this one through. So yeah, it was.
Needless to say, he didn't have a date on his birthday. This is bye-bye cut off.
It was fun. This was nice. This was nice. Yeah, it was like that.
Okay. Oh man. So, all right. Have you ever been on a blind date?
Blind date, not like I'm not me just meeting you today. No, But I've been on dates from guys I met online like before. That was the first time I met them in person. I have a real good one for that one. So
yeah. So how do you work? How do you work through that? Like, do you text them for a long time and then meet them in person, or are you like, I need to meet you in person now to make sure this online persona is true? And, you know, people could go either way.
So then what I used to do was I probably needed maybe a few weeks and then we'd meet. I wouldn't care like that. Now there's a few preliminary things. I need 4 or 5 solid conversations because I got to see where your mind at, brother. I ain't got time. You ain't got to waste no resources, no money taking me out nowhere. Where's your mind at? If your mind is not in the same place, it's a waste of time for us to even meet because I think the physical is the easiest part, right? So if the physical is the easiest part, we can do a video call if you're concerned that I might be somebody that I'm not. We can get a video call and you can see me. That's easy. But, I feel like when we get a chance to meet each other, it has to be after we've had a few conversations. So we have something more to talk about because this kind of puts the pieces together. So that's what it is for me with that.
Okay. So what's the worst date after you met somebody online?
That was the worst one. I told you the worst one.
Okay.
One interesting story. I remember I met a guy. Was it Tinder? Girl, who told me to go over there?
Shout out to POF. I'm just gonna say that every time y'all say one of the random.
I was on there and I met a guy. They know I've called him Night Nurse before. Night Nurse. Anyway, it was the first. We spoke a few times and he was very charming, very charismatic, very everything. Like nice, but he's a nurse. Good job. He had no kids. It was, this is a really good idea. Let's go on a date. And we had a few video calls before that, a few conversations. So he's feeling he's in the right space. So literally, he comes to pick me up, and I'm like, "Oh, meet me in the corner here." So I'm standing there, and there's some other girl who's a bit bigger than me. So he's literally looking at the car like, "Nah, there's no way," because. Nah. And I didn't know that when guys see face pictures, they be thinking that you're bigger than you are. Whenever they see your face, I know that
right here. Oh shit, that's a big girl right there because she only showing her face.
Yeah. So he literally, I'm like, yo, I'm right here in the corner. He's like, where? I don't see you. You see the other girl. I'm like, I'm right here. So he looks out. He says, chocolate? I'm like, yeah. He's like, literally quiet for a good whole 10 seconds. I said, what's the problem? He says, I was scared. I said, scared about what? He was like, you're you. So I get in the car, we get to the place, we're about to go into the restaurant. I'm walking out, he gets out. He just stared at me like, I said, what's the issue? He's like, you look like you. I said, what is that? I said, who am I supposed to look like? Just
Oh,
yeah.
like, baby, who hurt you?
Yeah, exactly. But we went on a few dates after that. He was cool.
Okay.
He took me on some nice dates. He took me on some really nice dates.
Okay. Now, do you have a favorite date ever?
I can't say that I've been on a bunch of, honestly, I can't say I've been on a bunch of romantic dates.
Okay.
Like the dates have been they've been okay.
Is that something you want, like a romantic date?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I've really experienced romance in that capacity because I think that I wasn't clear about what I wanted. So, I would just date different kinds of guys as opposed to really being more specific on what I wanted. So before I go out, gotta really establish where you are in your life, what you want, what I want, and then kind of seeing how you are and how you speak and how you do certain things. So that is something I look forward to because I'm at a place where I can't, no more shenanigans. No more shenanigans. Yeah.
So, what's on your list of non-negotiables? Like these things I cannot do.
So if the man does not have a relationship with his creator, it's immediately no. Immediately no. There's like no conversation to have. And for me, that's the foundation of everything else because out of that comes the fruits of the spirit. So, a man who's patient, a man who's kind, a man who's thoughtful, a man who's loyal, a man who's a good communicator. He's working, he's ambitious, he's all those things. So honestly, that's usually it. That's usually the foundation. And honestly, it's all about applying that too, because he can't just say, oh, I have a relationship, but then he's not doing it, right? So
show your fruit, boo.
You can't be broke. You're not gonna be broke doing that.
Exactly.
You're not gonna be doing that. You can't be like that and be broke. So that's really what it is for me. And I think now that because I'm so clear on that, even though somebody might be super attractive, I already know like, no, it's a no. And so I don't really non-negotiables. He can't be a liar. I don't do lies ever. I'm a person who I don't ask questions. I always say this. I don't ask questions I don't already know the answers to. Especially if I'm asking a question about something specific.
Hashtag teacher life. That sounds like a whole teacher move right there.
And they don't know. They don't know. I just pay attention.
Yeah.
Put it in your file. And I'm gonna proceed. And if I ask you a direct question and you tell me something that's counter to what you told me before, can't be trusted. So trust is to be established for me. I usually give everybody general trust in the beginning because there's no reason for me not to trust you. But when you start moving shifty or you telling me things or withholding information is a lie to me, by the way. When you withhold information that could impact my decision if I knew what was going on, it's a no for me. So just really, if there's any non-negotiable, it's a liar and somebody who doesn't have a good relationship with the people around them. I can't deal with somebody who's aggressive and always want to argue, and I ain't doing it. No, not at all. Not at all.
So would you date one of your students' parents?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I just feel like I need to keep, that life has to be separate from my personal life because something like that can really spill over, not only between the student that I have knowing it, but just like, I don't really want to date nobody with kids. I ain't got no kids. So I really desire for the man that I married to be somebody who has no children so we can have our family together. Right. So the first experience, first time, first baby, first everything to kind of give it a brand new experience. Not saying I've softened. I would probably date a guy with one kid or so, but I prefer
like maybe one. Is there an age for that one child? Like
that baby got to be at least. I really would prefer like 10, because I would date. So I think I'm going to stop dating guys my age. I think those days are over. So I'm thinking like maybe even like 32 to 38 might be the better range for me because the guy my age, if it's like the men who have kids are responsible. The men who don't have kids, they feel like they're God's gift to earth and women. So they just kind of walk around like, oh, I got options. Okay, bye. So the men with kids tend to be more responsible. So, I had to kind of soften up. But that kid got to be older. I don't really want to be dealing with the whole, Johnny got this and you got that. And I'm going to be like, okay, here I am trying to adjust.
So you're not in stepmom mode at all?
I can do it. I'm not against it. EB, I can't with this question. I'm not against it at all. It's just a matter of, I don't know if I really want to do that. I don't like, a lot of men won't date certain women because they have kids, right? Or because it's like extra responsibility, because you're going to be responsible for these children. And I think a lot of times as women, I think we're a little bit more lax with it when it comes to men, but I don't know if men are lax with it when it comes to women. And it's not saying people with children are horrible, because I'm realizing the guys with kids are really way more responsible, way more serious. So I had to kind of soften my feelings about that. So ideally I would want him to have none, but if he had one, I wouldn't just shut down the relationship. No.
Okay.
But like 3, 4?
Not at all, not a chance.
And then
so did you have say that again?
And then you want to add me and have kids? Oh.
Did you have one that got away?
No. Okay. There is no one that I've dated that I could say that, oh, I should have dated him. There was one guy that was super sweet to me in high school, but even him, like, he was fine. He's fine. He got a little fat now. But he was just fine. But I think that he wasn't a conversationalist even when we spoke in high school and stuff. He was just kind of like into me, but I didn't like, he wouldn't talk to me. we would talk enough. Like, it wasn't deep enough. So yeah.
Okay. Now, what is your, like, if this is a perfect world and you found the perfect man, what does that date look like? What's he gonna do? Where are y'all gonna go?
I cannot paint that, but what I will tell you, I like a man who's thoughtful. So it's all about the experience, right? If you're trying to create an experience, you do certain things. I like good food. I like to see pretty things. So it would be some kind of scenery situation, whether it's the sunset on the beach or something like that, or it's like a plane ride, something like that sweet. Some good food, because I like my belly, right? So some good food would be good. Yes, I guess it's really just thoughtfulness. Like, I can't necessarily put a price tag on it. I like to do adventurous stuff, and I like things that are thoughtful. So if I can see how he planned it out and had specific little details in there, that will really kind of tapped into what I like and what he's heard me say or do, like, that would do it for me. Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna pivot back to that 9-year relationship. How did you stay there for 9 years?
So he was with me during the most difficult times of my life, and I loved him. We didn't argue. Everybody knew we was together. We was together for a long time. And he's kind. He's really kind. He was very family oriented. Like, he's the last man who knew my mother before she died. So he helped carry her casket. Like, this is somebody who was there for me. Like, I remember when I was in college and grad school and I had to get groceries, he would be out in the cold with me, because he didn't drive at the time. Be out in the cold with me, bringing the bags in. We freezing our little behinds off. Like, we had a lot of fun. And I think the pity about it was the fact that we didn't grow at the same pace. So, like, he's still a great man. I'd never take that away from him. He's still kind. He still cares for me. Like, when I was dying with COVID, he came over to bring me some medicine. He was ready to bring me to where I had to go. So he's just a good person. And it's hard to meet good people in this lifetime. So to meet a good person like that who always care for you in the midst of everything. And I don't know, I don't always felt like he understood me, which is what was also part of the issue. But I think he for who I am, he got me at that time. So, and he always tried to show up and help me. Never was on some, oh, I can't. And when he had to bring his friends in to help me, he had them help me too. When I had to move on campus, it was him, my uncle, and he brought all his friends to move me on campus. So he always been there. So for that relationship, like it taught me about what it looks like when a man's kind. It taught me what it looks like when a man doesn't. Because we ain't curse at each other. He ain't curse at me. We was not that kind of couple at all.
Right.
We was the longest relationship in his group of friends. So everybody over there engaged. They was like, so when we broke up, it was like,
oh, if y'all ain't make it, who can?
Everybody getting engaged and stuff now. So I guess it's working out for them.
Okay. Now, what advice would you give your younger self?
Chocolate, stop dating and figure you out. Love you first. Straight. I feel like after I got out of that long relationship, I really should have took a step back and literally went off to just get to know me. I should have loved on me. I should have did more travel. I couldn't travel at the time because life is hectic. My mom was sick while I was happening, but when everything felt like was crumbling, I should have really leaned into God. And I didn't lean into God at the time. It was more so me trying to figure it out and look for happiness outside and not really within me. And if I really could go back, I would have told me that then. I could have avoided all the ghetto games that I played after my long-term relationship was over and dating those people. And I could have really had a better sense earlier about what I want. But everything, everything happens for a reason. This point of where I'm at now, this is the happiest I've been completely single. I'm like, my phone not blinging off.
And
I ain't got to. I'm happy. So when I meet someone now, and I'm abstinent, so we ain't gonna have confusion in there either, right? So when I meet somebody now, it's like, okay, now I know what I'm looking for, and I know where I'm going. Amen to that now, and I know where I'm going. I can discern it when I see it. So that's been my my prayer now, and that's been a focus because I'm meeting my husband this year. That's it.
Amen, sister. Speak it, make it plain.
When y'all see me get on here and my hand is half falling down, don't act like y'all didn't know what happened, all right? Y'all be like, wait, what's that chocolate? Like, don't ask me the questions.
Okay? I saw a little gleam, a little glisten, a little shine. What was that?
Word. Yeah. Yeah.
Start pressing the X like this.
I'm sorry. What did you
say? Before I get to y'all, what's going on?
Yes. So. Make sure.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, too much salary. Let them know, EB. Let them know. Some folks need to know. I'm sorry. I got a little distracted.
You good.
Sometimes you speak to my heart. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's it. We gonna receive it this year. It's husband. I said, God, we ain't even gotta get married. I said, you could just help me to meet him. And
just want to know it's coming. I just want a sign that it's coming, that it's on the way, that I can stop looking. That's all I want. Just a little piece of confirmation. That's all. I got you.
You have to be particular about the person you're going to join yourself with. And I think that's the thing. We're so cavalier in this day and age, right? About adding ourselves and attaching ourselves to people. And we don't really realize so much implications for when we choose to act outside of what we should be doing when it comes to discerning relationships. So I can't take my future and who's going to cover me and a family light anymore. So I have to be. So if a man hear the questions and he feeling like this too much, be blessed, sir.
Right.
And that's it. So, yeah.
Now, would you say that, sorry, y'all. I just, so, when you say you're discerning, right? Has any of that come through streaming at all? Like has streaming, because I've heard some people say that being a streamer helps you listen to people more or helps you ask better questions or things like that. Have you gotten any kind of awareness because of your role as a streamer?
I think honestly, and I'm sure you'd agree with this, I get this awareness through teaching. Teenagers are the most pure. They're going to keep it a stack with you. So I think I sharpen my skills with adults. So I've been doing I do training for my school. I train teachers on different strategies and things. And I think that the thing that helps to get better is that when you apply the things from children, from teenagers to adults, and then you get into the streaming side, it's easy to discern shenanigans. Exactly. Yeah. You see the shenanigans. So, your whole body language will change. You'll be like,
teacher face.
So it's easier. So I think that as streaming has sharpened up my dealing with adult learners and understanding different people at different parts, because some people might come in and completely grasp the topic and jump in and say, okay, great. Other people might not get it. And it forces me to break it down a lot more, as well as be able to meet people where they are and help bring them to where we're trying to get to. So I think it's sharpened up, not necessarily discernment, but I think it's sharpened up my ability to reach people and just understanding, because I think we could live in a world where things are happening a certain way and we can kind of get caught up in what's happening with us, but we don't get caught up in what's happening with people and get a good full picture. So I think streaming has helped me get a full picture of some people's experiences that I don't have an experience, but just kind of help to understand them more. So
now, could you date a streamer? Like if we hit on the boxes, or is that just no?
I don't have any rules about dating streamers. It's just a matter of how that person carries himself. So I'm a queen lurk. I'm queen of the lurk. Okay. People don't be, but I be around sometime late at night. I can't sleep. I'm like, let's see what they got going on over there, right? So right, it'll give me the opportunity it'll give me the opportunity to kind of get to know somebody's personality. So like if a streamer expressed interest in me, I guarantee you I'm lurking. Because I got to see how you interact with people, right? What kind of message are you putting out there? Those things are important. And, you know, there ain't really much men streamers that I've seen on here that you know where I'm going. But I ain't seen nothing that been like what I would say, oh, let me go date this guy. Because I don't necessarily see that. It's a lot of ghetto games. So, you know, and for that, I can't really say I would date a streamer, but I'm not necessarily against it because it's not like I'm like, oh, and this is immediately no. Because who somebody is on screen and who they are in here might be a little different. So you just got to be open. Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you have any, you said you told your younger self, you know, take time for you, right? Is there a person in your life that helped mold who you are as a dater? Like, is there someone is there somebody who gave you like the anti-example, the non-example, like, oh, I won't do that?
I don't think I got any non-examples per se, but so I'm a child of divorce. So my parents are married for like 20 something years and they divorced. And as I got older and matured, right? As I got old, this is some exclusive stuff. They ain't even know, half of them didn't even notice about me. So like when it came to and watching their relationship, right? They were like pretty much the typical gender role kind of situation, right? Because my father wanted my mom to stay home and raise us and do it. She did that, and kind of watching their relationship as it was. And then there were gaps even young that I noticed, like in the sense of like, why daddy not coming home this time? Why this happening? And then my mother just putting up with it. And then when they divorced and seeing them separately, and then through therapy and other things, I was able to understand kind of where their relationship broke down. And I just think they were just too young to get married. They didn't know who they were. Two people who might have a good heart for each other and knew they wanted to grow and build together because they were kind of like outcasts of their family, for lack of a better word. They had to kind of figure it out a lot. So when they got together and created life together, it was beautiful for the whole family because they brought everybody together. So here they are now getting older. Your kids are getting older and you don't know who you are. My father decides he wants to experiment with, you know, American bodies, you know. My mother decided that she didn't know who she was outside of just being a mom. So here she starts partying. So it was just a lot. It was a lot between the two. So just really looking at their relationship, studying it and realizing, okay, this is where the breakdown went. And my mentors have been great. My therapist is really good. My mentor is really good. And they coach me through a lot of situations. So I tell them everything. We're dating, everything, everybody. So really and they're older women. So they, you know, they've been here, done this, and they provide the encouragement, the insight, and the rebuke if necessary to help me kind of figure out where I'm going. So it's them.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about social media in a relationship? Like, are you posting your boo or are you not posting your boo? How you feel about that?
So I was with my ex for 9 years and we did not post anything on social media, but everybody knew I had a man and he had a girlfriend. So I don't need, it's not even like, it wasn't like I was avoiding it or anything like that, but this is not something that I have to necessarily put on display for anyone. Like if we take a picture on vacation and I would want to post it, sure, but I don't need it. It's not for it. I barely post on my own social media, much less. I'm like the lady who posts once every month. My streaming Instagram is more popular than my personal because I'm where I'm going. Right? So,
just stop until my last picture was like 8 months ago.
Right? So I wouldn't be against it. I think what hems people up is two things. When they want to be in somebody's comments and see who's commenting, I'm not doing all that. That's too much work. I don't got time to think about 364 days you might cheat on me. No. And I also think when things are avoided. So you have a man, and this is why I see if a man is full of God, he can't do certain things. So he already know he can't be out here wilding out, right? He gotta have some respect, right? So even with that and social media, I'm not against it. If you want to post me, sure, I don't care. But I don't want to feel like, oh, why don't you post me, chocolate? What? Sir? We about to be 30. What is this? You know, like, no. But I don't care. I don't have a preference.
Okay. Now, any advice to the young streamers out here about dating?
I think before anybody dates, everybody needs to work on their singleness walk. You got to make sure you are the person that you want. And if you don't make sure you're the person you want, there's no way that you're going to meet what you want. And that's just the reality. That's the reality of the whole thing. I think that we spend so much time looking for qualities in people that we don't possess, but we don't make sure that we're possessing them ourselves. And if you really make sure that you work on possessing those qualities yourself, what you're trying to attract, it literally naturally finds you. And be patient with the time alone. There's so
Say that
learn
part
about
again. Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
be patient with your time alone. There's
Yeah.
so much to learn about yourself. Whatever your belief system is, whatever, tap into that. It really takes some time alone in solitude. Because if you can't enjoy your own company, why should somebody else?
Exactly.
That's it. And be consistent. Be honest with the people who come to your stream. If you stream or whatever, just be honest. Be you. People respect and love honesty and people who are genuine. And that comes off of that when you talk to people and you're yourself. And even if it's a vulnerable moment, I know I've had some of my best days when I'm able to just lay it all out there. Because sometimes who are you talking to? This is what we're here for, right? So yeah.
And sometimes your pain is for someone else to grow through. Who knows? Exactly. Well, Miss Chocolate, thank you so much for joining me today. What's going on in your world on the app? What's your app life looking like this week? What you got going on? Tell the people so we can fade you.
They put me in the contest now, so I have to contest grind tomorrow. This is my second one. They were psychos today. Complete psycho. So I'm gonna be on tomorrow to contest grind. I'm starting a new show on here, Bad Teacher, that I do Thursdays at 9 p.m. where you could come and tell your high school stories, middle school stories, your favorite teacher, worst teacher, anything like that interests you about school or anything that's fun. So that it's a fun stream. So we always do serious streams in my life. So we try to do a fun one where we can kind of just joke, giggle, have fun about school stuff. And y'all know I do the show every Sunday at 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time, open letter.
I'm in church. That's why I don't get to come to your show. I sing at my church and I'm like, I want to go. So I kind of catch the tail end every week, like right when we let out.
I'm behind. I'm like 9 episodes behind on Instagram. It's just they be so long, and I be trying to compress them. I need a social media manager at this rate, but I got y'all. I'm gonna start posting them. Yeah. All right. But yeah.
I was there the week I had COVID because I didn't sing, so I was like, "Oh, I get to go to her show."
Tap in now. Yeah, I got you. And whenever you want to come back, I would love that.
So, any auctions? Any contest tomorrow?
Just a contest tomorrow. Everybody wants me to host the auction, so I might do one. We'll figure it out. I might host one. I ain't gonna be in it.
Okay.
I'm gonna host one. So I might host one. I gotta figure out the theme because y'all remember the Honey Bunny auction with the Mike Squad. Y'all already know. So y'all know how Chocolate give it up for auctions. I get my nice little setup. It's gonna be a legit situation. So I might host one on here in a few months when everything dies down and school dies down a little bit. And yeah, so that's it. But other than the contest grind tomorrow and my 2 shows, that's it. I'm chilling.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, fave Miss Chocolate up here in the box. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We're here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, Changing Hearts with Sid, and I'm Sid. I appreciate all of you for joining me this week. I had a wonderful time. Thank you. Shout out to Miss Chocolate, who is currently our top gifter of this stream. I'll have a special shout out for my top gifter. Please make sure you fave the 3 gifters. I have Lay Bearded and Ray. Thank you so much. And new people, thank you for joining me. Please, I hope you guys come back. Not Ray. That was Divine Phases is my 3rd gifter of the stream. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the show this evening. I had a wonderful time. Every week I feel like it gets better. I love meeting the streamers and seeing the side that we don't get to hear about them. I think it's so amazing, that people start spilling secret stuff they didn't think they were going to share. It was awesome. And one day I'm going to let somebody interview me because sometimes I want to talk and I'm like, I want to answer that question. Well, I got an answer for that one, but hey, I'm the host. So let's see. We have... I forgot something I was gonna say. I still have like COVID brain. Every so often my brain just blacks out. What was I thinking? I don't even know. Well, we have 2 more minutes. We are here for a long time, thank you, EB. Thank you so much. And thank y'all for the gifts. Thank you. So in 2 minutes, we're gonna change our picture. We're gonna relax a little bit. Couple minutes. Shout out to our returning viewers. Shout out to our new viewers. And did everybody favor everybody in the comments? Yes, no, maybe. Hey, thank you. Hi, Ryan. Maybe so. Panther, what? Show shout outs. No, I don't. What's up, Manny Fresh? Listen, it's not that I don't want to do show shout outs, but I be messing them up. So I just tell people slide the banners every day and look for the pink box and go into every pink box that you see. Some of my favorite shows though, Miss Chocolate's Open Letter on Sundays. We have Cajuns, Crafted with Cajun. Okay, so I actually like take her crafts that we do on Tuesdays and I do it with my kids on Wednesdays with my students. It's like, I'm like, yo, this is the best teacher life hack right now. It's so awesome. But yeah, there's a Jilly has Entanglements. It's a couple of shows on here. Shoot Your Shot, which is at 8:00 right before my show. I love that show. Sometimes I'm late to my own show because I'm over there hanging out. We have Smurfies, Biz Smarts on Saturdays. We got Your Mother's Life's a Beach on Sundays. Yeah, definitely, EB. Definitely. Fever Diva just got her show featured. Fine Arts with Fever Diva. I believe that's Sundays at 5. Man So Hot just got his show featured on Saturdays. Dell has Sports Talks on Wednesdays. So I'm in all the shows. Japan has Flavor of the Week on Tuesdays. We're a little bit everywhere. So I just look for the pink box. Holly, I don't know Holly's show. What show does Holly have? Holly, you want to jump in the box and tell us about it? Because I changed my picture. Blue.